Islam 101.
And I think it's wrong because in Islam, every girl should wear a scarf. So why we say it's wrong?
I don't really think it's right because Britain as a multicultural society, a country, whatever it is, we should be able to act our religion out freely. We shouldn't have any barriers or anything like that.
If I chose to take it off myself, then perhaps I'd be, take it off. But if he told me to take it off, maybe I would feel a bit sad and look at his comments and maybe I would want to take it. That's his individual choice, really. For myself, it wouldn't be such a big problem because I work as well away all the time anyway, and when I can't wear it. So, personally, it's not a very big issue for me, but I can see how it can offend women who do it strictly,
It's my personal opinion that there is no one on this earth more beautiful than a Muslim woman. There's no one who comes close to that, who is a servant of Allah, who dresses to please Allah. Khaliful Mushrikeen, be opposite the people, the disbelievers. So when this woman, before she leave the house, like the other woman, she looks in the mirror. But they're looking in the mirror for something different. When the woman in the street look in the mirror, she looking to make sure she has the best style, she looks good, she can attract a man. But this woman, when she look in the mirror, she makes sure she's dressed appropriately. Make sure that Allah is pleased with her. Make sure she's covered. So when she go out in the street, that she covered to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And she does that, she's beautiful.
On the day of judgment, after all of the believers go to the paradise, there will be some that get to sit very close to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, at his river Al-Kawthar. And then there will be a group of them that are denied. And I want to be amongst the group that sits close to him. And those are the people that follow the way he spent his life and the way that his companions spent their life. And that's the way I want to have.
But even in the family, you don't eat together, men and women?
A lot of times we eat together. We're covered and we eat together.
But you cover during dinner with your in-laws?
Yes.
Okay, but I thought since they are family, it's okay.
A Muslim woman is allowed to uncover in front of her husband, her father, her brothers, her uncles, and her father-in-law, and her grandkids. So these men, she's allowed to uncover and show her hair. Her brother-in-law, she's supposed to cover.
Did you always want to work?
Oh, yes, I was always career-orientated until I had the baby. And then I had to think twice. But I enjoy working. I'm a part-time journalist for the Saudi Gazette, and I'm the only female in Riyadh. So I cover women's issues, women's events, business. I attend news conferences. Sometimes I'm the only woman. Sometimes there's another lady with me among 20 and 30 other male journalists. So it's fun. Hi, good morning. This is Suzanne. I just sent you a report on 5 Saudi female nurses going to a training trip to Japan. Okay? With no photos, sorry. Tried, but they didn't let me. And I talked to you about the Oprah Winfrey show. I decided to contact Oprah Winfrey's show myself. And I asked if she'll be attending the economic reform, and if so, if she's going to have any shows in Saudi Arabia. But I haven't received anything from her yet. Yeah. The Quran teaches us to be the best person as we can. And so that means being a good mother, being a good Muslim, being a good daughter, being a good wife. And it also encourages one to use the knowledge they have. So if God gives you a gift, for example, my linguistic ability, then I should use it. and it's a waste just to sit at home and do nothing about it. So I feel it's my duty, since I have a reasonably amount of linguistic ability, to either teach English or use it to benefit mankind, and especially Muslims.
What they want, it's a little easier.
I'm wearing what I want. I wear this by choice. So, and many Saudi women are wearing the abaya and covering their face by choice. It's not put on, it's not forced upon them. There's a minority of Saudi women that would like to uncover, but through society or their husbands or whoever, they're forced to cover.
For Shanaz Malik, the journey from white Slough teenage mum to burqa-wearing Muslim wife has taken 6 years. Even now, there's still one important step to go.
I haven't told my family yet that I'm wearing the full veil, because I know it will upset them. They watch the media. They have a lot of preconceived ideas about Muslims, and so I have to tread carefully and explain that it's still me under here. Alicia, what are they doing?
Reading Namaz.
Reading Namaz. What's the old man doing? It shouldn't matter what I wear on the outside. You know, it shouldn't have an impact on how I am with them. And about Islam, I realised that I really should be wearing the veil. So I took the chance when my husband went to Umrah to put the veil on, because when he came back, he had that Islamic knowledge and he knew that it was the right thing to do, and it's still here. So I really enjoy, I love wearing it. I know that I'm doing the right thing, and it's a progression in my faith, and it did feel wonderful being able to walk out and know that I've got that little bit closer to being the person that I want to be. I can wear what I want, you know, in the privacy of my own home. I can dress as I please. It's when I'm in front of men that are not my blood relatives and strangers outside. And amongst the sisters, when you're wearing the burqa, nobody can judge you. You are all equal. No one can judge you on the hair you have, the clothes you wear. Nobody is superior to another person, no matter how much money or anything that they have. You are a Muslim sister, and that is all that matters. The wonderful thing about Islam is the equality. So it's not purely for the ladies or the rules. Men are a lot more attracted to ladies on appearance than ladies are to men. And so my husband, he covers what he has to cover. He covers his body. It boggles me why people think that we're oppressed because we choose to do this, when, you know, they have certain ways in society that they have to live by. They feel that they have to dress a certain way and that they have to conform to fashion and society. So if they think we're oppressed, they're just as oppressed as they think we are.
I know how to do this part now.
Shanaz insists on her right to wear and believe what she chooses. But as a parent, how much freedom is she willing to allow her own children?
I know how to put it.
I'd never dream of forcing them to wear the scarf, because Islam is, you know, against that. And they wouldn't be wearing it for the right reasons if it was purely because their mother told them to. But if I'm able to teach them properly, then they'll know that that is what they should be doing, and they'll want to do it themselves. You like wearing your scarf, Alicia?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I look like a Muslim girl.
You look like a Muslim girl.
Yeah.
Is that good?
There are three fundamental aspects that I can explain. Firstly, what we have is the hijab. Now, that is the headscarf that is worn by many Muslim women. It's stated in the Quran. It was actually a command from God, and at the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, all the women surrounding him wore the hijab. So it's quite clear that that's what that was meant by the verse in the Quran. And the reason why we're told to wear the hijab is a protection for us. It raises us in the sight of other people. They're forced to judge us based on who we are, not what we look like. Next we have the jilbab. Some Muslims believe that you must wear that dress over your clothes. Others believe that as long as you're wearing clothes that are
loose, not transparent, and are not showing your figure, that's sufficient. If we move on to the niqab, now that's when Muslim women choose to veil their face so that all that you can see is their eyes. Now with that, I think most Muslims would agree that that's a choice that a woman would make herself. It's not compulsory in Islam by any means, but a lot of women feel that by wearing the niqab, it takes them closer to God. And that's their personal choice. It's about piety and it's about how close their relationship is with God. That is personal choice and it should be left to them to make that decision.